Hey Sting, it's Bella back again with yet again another episode of Noise News. We hope you guys are excited for the end of the year because it's coming up. You're probably wondering where River is, because I am too.
I'm so sorry, Bella. I didn't intend on being late. I couldn't find a parking spot.
I have noticed there are more and more parking spots being filled up lately. I guess there's just a bunch of new drivers.
I think you're right on that, Bella, and I think we have a story on that too. Take it away, team.
As we progress through the school year, more and more students get their driver's license.
The freedom of being able to go wherever I want and do whatever I want and hang out with friends more.
I feel like I have more freedom. My parents don't really care where I go, because they don't have to bring me or be with me.
Seeing friends and getting to school and stuff, because then I don't have to rely on other people to get me there and back.
The ability to go to my practices and go home and go get food, I can do all that, and I couldn't do that when I was just learning.
Being new on the road brings lots of mixed emotions.
It was really scary. I felt really nervous. I felt like I was gonna crash.
It was nerve-wracking kind of for me, but it was also really fun because I got to be by myself and just kind of drive around by myself. I didn't have to be with my parents or anything. I could just do whatever I wanted.
That it was going to be really difficult and it would take a really long time for me to learn, even though it's pretty much just turn the car on, put it in drive and go.
That the test was actually really hard, or it was difficult to pass because I thought I was really stressed out about it, and it wasn't that hard at all.
With more and more drivers, good luck in finding available parking spots. This has been Belle and Emerson, Noise News.
Thanks team, great story. River?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Bella. I was thinking back on prom. I had so much fun.
I'm sure many people feel the same, but what's even better is that we have a story on prom.
Great. Let's see what our students have to say.
Prom 2024 was held on April 14th at North Lakes Ballroom in Malacca.
I did really like the venue. It was very pretty and there was a good amount of space. Also, it was the perfect size. It didn't seem like it was too big and there wasn't enough people to fill it, but it also didn't feel too small or cramped. And I thought it was really pretty.
And the decor was gorgeous, very elegant. So we were really pleased with it, and I've gotten a lot of good feedback from students in prom committee about it.
I really like the venue though. I like that we're here. It's really pretty here.
Prom and Grand March were planned and put together by the prom committee and Mrs. Johnson.
We met up a couple weeks prior and we kind of talked about what our ideas were for it, and Miss Johnson kind of had a lot of stuff already set up because this is something you have to plan for a year in advance. So we basically just had to pick the theme, pick the food that we had, help set up with all of that, and then get the tables together for where people were going to be sitting for the dinner and the social hour, and the lineup for Grand March and that kind of stuff. So just kind of a lot of the background stuff that you wouldn't really think about.
Grand March happened before prom, and many students participated.
I was kind of nervous. I was going to fall on the floor and die.
Yeah.
If we didn't flip. But it was fun to actually land it. That was the best. We've been practicing. That was the best time we actually did it.
We have progress videos.
So I think that it was really fun.
It's really fun, actually, and a lot of kids are nervous about participating in that, but the crowd just loves everybody.
This year, dinner was provided at prom.
It was definitely nice to have that included instead of having to worry about that before, because you already have Grand March to worry about before and pictures to worry about before and all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely nice to have that.
I overall rate it a 7 out of 10. I ate it up, those cheesy potatoes, very good.
The theme of this year's prom was Big City, Big Lights.
I really liked the theme. I was part of prom committee, so I got to help pick the theme, but we got to pick between a bunch, and I did really like it.
It's Big
City, Big Lights. I am in prom committee, so I know the other options, and they were not the best, so I'm glad that this one got picked.
Overall, most students would agree that prom was a fun and exciting night.
I don't know, it was like definitely a really good experience. I loved it a lot. It's a lot better than like the other school dances I have like here. I don't know what was so different about it, but I just feel like it was just such a different vibe, and everybody looked so beautiful there, and like the vibe was so good there because everybody was so nice to each other. Everybody was complimenting everybody, and everybody just looked so beautiful.
Guys, if you can come to prom,
Yeah, it was a really fun
it's a good
experience.
This has been Hayden and Michaela, Noise News.
Wow, prom seems like so much fun.
Agreed. But you know what else is fun? Sports.
You're right. Over to you, sports.
Hey Sting, it's Hayden here with the sports for this week. On Monday, boys JV golf has to meet against multiple schools. Baseball JV and varsity have games against West Lutheran. Varsity softball has a doubleheader against North Lakes Academy. Moving on to Tuesday, boys varsity golf has a conference tournament against multiple schools. Girls varsity golf has an invitational meet against multiple schools. Middle school track has a meet against multiple schools. And softball JV and varsity have games against Legacy Christian Academy. Moving on to Wednesday, softball JV has a doubleheader against North Lakes Academy, and baseball JV and varsity have games against Eagle Ridge Academy. Up next is Thursday, with a boys golf JV match against multiple schools, softball JV and varsity games against Breck, and girls track varsity has a meet against multiple schools. And baseball JV and varsity have games against Mayor Lutheran. Friday has no sports, so skipping on to Saturday. Baseball JV and varsity have games against St. Agnes, and that's all the sports we have for this week. Back to you, Bella and River.
Great segment, guys.
Do we have a special news segment?
Of course we do, Bella. It wouldn't be a complete episode without one.
Okay, good, 'cause I was getting a little worried. Well, roll special news.
Special news, special news, special news.
This weekend, Spectrum faculty and students were able to see the Northern Lights, also known as the Aurora Borealis. The Northern Lights are formed by particles from the sun slamming into the atmosphere. What made these Northern Lights so visible this year was just how clear the sky was and the amount and consistency of the sun particles hitting the atmosphere. This made it a great opportunity to take photos of the Northern Lights.
Well, Sting, that's all the news we have for you this week, but we will be back next week with even more news for you, so stay tuned. This has been River
and Bella, keeping you
in on the noise.